Three-time Deputy Senate President Ike Ekwerwmadu was found guilty of organ trafficking by a UK court on March 23, 2023. The wealthy Nigerian politician was acquitted alongside his wife, Beatrice Ekweremadu, and their medical middleman, Dr Obinna Obeta. Their conviction comes after an intense 6-week trial at the Old Bailey Court, London, where the jury found that they criminally conspired to bring a 21-year-old Lagos street trader to London to exploit him for his kidney. In June of 2022, the former senator from Enugu State graced the headlines of news and media outlets worldwide after he, his wife, their daughter, Sonia, a 25-year-old student in the UK battling chronic kidney disease, was supposed to be the beneficiary of the organ following a private transplant at the Royal Free Hospital in London worth £80,000. On the other hand, the street trader David Nwaminu Ukpo was kept in the dark. Dr Obeta, as the middleman in the organ trafficking deal, promised David opportunities in the UK. Only after he arrived did he realize they would harvest his kidney illegally. The prosecutor, Hugh Davies, said the Ekweremadus and Obeta treated the donor and other potential donors as disposable assets and spare parts for reward in an emotionally cold commercial transaction. Even though the Ekweremadus did what they did out of desperation to save their daughter's life, who has been on dialysis since 2019, they were found guilty while Sonia was acquitted. This is the first verdict of its kind under the UK Modern Slavery Act, and legal pundits predict that Ekweremadu may get the maximum sentence of life imprisonment to serve as a deterrent to others. In Nigeria, not many people seem to be sympathetic towards the former lawmaker, citing Ekweremadu's refusal to build a world-standard hospital in his state, despite amassing massive wealth for 16 years as a senator, as the reason behind his nemesis. Would this conviction have been averted if the former lawmaker had invested in medical facilities in his state? Is this a lesson to Nigerian and African leaders?
Hello guys, it's T-Code here for African Glitz.
Former Senator Ike Ekweremadu is undoubtedly not one of Nigeria's favorite politicians, nor is he to his kinsmen. In August 2019, the 60-year-old lawyer was beaten, slapped and pelted eggs while attending the second annual cultural festival and convention organized by the Igbo community in Germany. Ekweremadu's offense was his alleged involvement in the proscription of the IPOB in Nigeria. As videos of the assault circulated online, many Nigerians called the former lawmaker a joke and a national embarrassment. Well, it looks like history has repeated itself again as Ekweremadu becomes the national embarrassment of Igbo and Nigeria as a whole. Sending shockwaves down everyone's spine, the Enugu politician graced the headline of media outlets worldwide in June of 2022 after he was charged alongside his wife, Beatrice, daughter Sonia and Dr Obeta with trafficking David Ukpo to the UK for the sole purpose of harvesting his kidney. According to reports, the elite politician's daughter, Sonia, has been on dialysis since December 2019 after she fell ill due to chronic kidney disease. This caused the 25-year-old to drop out of her postgraduate studies in the University of Newcastle. In an appeal to the public, Sonia revealed she was diagnosed with a rare kidney disease, FSGS nephrotic syndrome. My family has battled to save my life and has taken me to various hospitals, but the illness persisted and kept degenerating. I am alive today by the special grace of God. I am presently in London, UK, receiving 5 hours of dialysis 3 to 4 times a week. This is at the expense of my family as I am not qualified for the NHS due to my immigration status, she said. However, Sonia's illness is genetic, implying that family and close relatives are unsuitable donors due to the risk of reoccurrence in the future. Her father, Ike Ekweremadu, was also reportedly diagnosed with acute kidney disease, and so the battle to save Sonia's life began. In 2021, her father sought the help of one Dr Obeta in London, who found a poor Lagos street hawker, David, to donate a kidney. The street trader was to be paid £6,000 and promised opportunities in the UK. But it was not until the victim arrived in the UK and visited the Royal Free Hospital, where the kidney transplant was set to take place for £80,000, did he realize they were going to harvest his kidney. The doctor set to carry out the operation felt something wasn't right when the victim posed as Sonia's cousin laboriously and was forced to halt the operation eventually. And the victim, who was staying at the middleman's home, was threatened, all the while being treated poorly. The doctor said I was too young, but the man said if you do not do it here, he would carry me back to Nigeria and do it there, the victim said. Ike Ekweremadu started sending his daughter pictures of new potential donors with the victim out of the question. She replied, "The dark one looks better. The light one looks like it will run away." The BBC quoted her after recovering some of the messages. The victim became scared he might be trafficked back to Nigeria. He later ran away and reported to the police, leading to the arrest of the Ekweremadus and Dr Obeta. After a 6-week trial at the Old Bailey Court, the jury found all, except Sonia, guilty as charged under the UK Modern Slavery Act of 2015. The Human Tissue Act forbids payment or reward to transplant donors who should be family members or people with close emotional ties to the recipient. The lawyer representing the victim said that the convicted defendants showed utter disregard for the victim's welfare, health, and well-being, and used their considerable influence to a high degree of control throughout, with the victim having a limited understanding of what was really going on here. Ahead of their sentencing set for May 5, there were speculations that the Ekweremadus may get the maximum sentence of life imprisonment as the first convicted case under the Modern Slavery Act. If they're lucky, they may be looking at 10 years of imprisonment.